Good morning and happy Monday, y'all. Happy Monday. It is Monday morning and we're going to be doing the thank you. Good morning. Good morning, Eliza. How are you? Good morning, Cynthia. I was a few minutes late this morning, running a few minutes late. So good morning. I'm good. How are you? I am good. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you for the heart me. Good morning. Good morning, Barb. How are you? Good morning. Good morning, Miss Dolly. Good morning, Margaret. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Miss Lisa. Good morning, Mom. I am good. Good morning, Miss Irie. Yeah, I am excited. Who had fun this weekend? I'm going to take the phone number off there. We don't need that today. I'm excited too. I am excited. I'm going to pin. Thank you for the heart me. Let's see if we can. I'm not seeing. There it is. Add. It says 36 are in stock, guys. So let's see. Okay. Pin. We're going to pin it. So this is the book we're using today. So it says there's 36 of them in stock. Yay, Miss Cynthia. Good morning. On my way to the airport, headed from Cold, Maine to Cold. Oh my gosh. You be careful, please. Good morning, Miss Baxter. So much fun meeting many of the follow. Right, Miss Barb? Yes, it was a blast. It was definitely a blast. So good morning, Sharon. Good morning. I'm drinking coffee here. So we're gonna pin. So, but yes, super fan Shannon joined. You're a super fan, Miss Shannon. Thank you. You finished your quilt, Barb. Yay! I'm excited. If y'all have not joined my FB group that I created for you guys, go ahead and go join it. Good morning, fundraising. Good morning. How are you? Did y'all get the recordings? I sent the recordings. I'm not sure I like how it did it because it might be okay. Your guys' choice. But good morning, Desiree. How are you? I know on there it actually showed everybody. When everybody talked, that's when it showed that person. So are you guys okay with that? I was going to see if maybe if you guys didn't like that, I could change it where it just stayed on the one person. But I think it's okay. It was nice meeting everybody. It was so nice meeting everybody. It was a lot of fun. Good morning. Okay, so this morning we're doing number one block. We are doing the first block in that book down there, y'all. We are going to do the first block. So let's pull it up. So, y'all, we are going to start. I'm going to unmirror you guys. Unmirror. So we're going to do the first block in this book. So the first block, and we're going to start every Monday. We're going to go from number one all the way through, guys. As it gets to the end, y'all might have to help me with when it gets to the end. So today we're going to do the Amish block. We're going to do that. Is it Amish? Amish. It says Amish bar. So this is the one we're going to do out of this book. We're going to do this one. So, and it says we need, so it says block size is 6.5 inches. And then seams, 1/4 inch seams on here. And then press seams to the darkest fabric. We're not pressing them open. This is going to be a new one for me, y'all. I usually press seams open. The seams open, but it's saying dark. Press to the dark. Go to the dark side, guys. Go to the dark side. So we're going to be cutting 3 pieces of fabric. We need 3 pieces of fabric. So there will be 1.5 by 13 inches. Thank you for the heart me. So what I have done is I've gotten some jelly roll strips out. I'm going to cut them from some jelly roll strips. So, and I think I have enough stuff here. I'm going to move my stuff out of here. Because I think I have enough. I'm going to do 4 blocks today because we have time. I will have to cut off about 6:15, y'all, because I got to be in the valley by 8 o'clock this morning. So, but I couldn't miss the block. We had to have fun with the block this morning. So letting a few of y'all join. Okay, so it looks like we got a few of y'all in here. So what we're going to do is, like I said, we're doing block 1. We're going to do the first block. And like I said, every Monday, y'all, every Monday on here, hop on here every Monday, 4:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. We're going to go through this book. 100 weeks. Y'all, it's going to be more than 2 years. It's going to take us 2 years to get through this thing, which is okay. I'm completely okay with that. So we are going to do the Amish bar. So if y'all want to go ahead and you need to cut 1.5 by 13 inches, 3 pieces of fabric. So 3 pieces of fabric, 1.5 by 13. So let's go ahead and get those cut. I'm going to go ahead and cut mine. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Miss Shannon, you are awesome. You are awesome. So, okay. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go this way. Pull it down here. We're going to go to the cutting table here. We're going to go down here to the cutting table. My other phone was dead, so I had to put my other, that was why I was a little late. My phone was dead, so I was like, oh, heck no. So I have that one out of the way. So 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches is small, y'all. 1.5 inches is small. So I've got some blue strips that I'm going to do. I have some pink strips that I'm going to do. And then y'all, somebody gave me an idea for black and white this weekend too. So I love all the fabric choices y'all had this weekend. Love all the fabric choices. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to cut the 13.5 inches. Cut the 13.5 inches on here. And I'm going to do enough for a couple blocks here. So I'm going to cut. Is that going to be enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.5. You know what I should have done when I rearranged is flip my cutting mat around. But no, I didn't do that. Did I do that? No. So I need 23.5. So here. Go ahead and get your strips cut out, guys. Got an itch in my throat and it won't go away. So cut that one. So 13.5. Yeah. Was it 1, 2, 23.5. And then we're going to have to cut them 1.5 inches. Don't bite my toe, dude. Okay. We'll get the first one cut. And then we got to cut these 1.5 inches. Dude, stop. One and a half inches. That is, I usually don't do small. And 1.5 is small to me. But that's okay. So I'm going to get the first one. We'll get the first one cut and then we'll go stitch. So 1.5. Wow, that is 1.5. So I guess we'll have enough to make 2. So that works. Okay, so that's a small strip, y'all. That is a small strip. Okay. So there's that one. You need 3, y'all. You need 3 of them that are 13.5 by 1.5. 13.5 by 1.5. And we're going to do a 1/4 inch seam on here. 1/4 inch seam. There's that one. So we'll actually have enough to make 2 of these blocks. 2 of these blocks. So what I did is I took a Jelly Roll strip, folded it in half, cut the 13.5 inches, and now I'm doing the 1.5 inches from those 13.5 inches. Okay. Here we go. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. So we have 13.5 inches by 1.5 inches. So now what we're going to do is we're going to sew all these together. So let's do, means I have, and remember, we're pressing to the dark. We're pressing to the dark. So turn that iron on, get it heated up because we're going to have to press. Going to have to press. Put that back up there. Put that back up there. Thank you, Miss Stacy. 13. Did it say 13, Barb? Y'all. My bad. You're right, Barb. It says 13. Go back. We need 13 inches, not 13.5. My bad. Thanks for correcting me. Thanks for correcting me. Y'all got to keep me in line. Y'all got to keep me in line. So let's do this. The easiest if I did it this way. Keep me in line. So I'm going to take that 1/2 inch off that I just put on there. That was bad. Thanks for the catch. Thanks for the catch. Yeah, you're right, because it'll be 6.5 inches. It's going to be a 6.5 inches. Well, I was sitting there trying to figure out how the 1/2 inch. Thanks for the catch. Okay. See, this is why we all have the book, so we can all help each other here. Okay, so I'm going to take that 1/2 inch off there. Ah. Okay. I'm back. Here we go again, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to sew these 3 together. And it looks like, so on the book, so it looks like we're going to just have, so whatever way you want to have it, but I'm thinking if you go like your dark to a lighter to a white. So I didn't use the same fabric, so I'm using some different fabrics. So let's get our sewing going. I got to change that foot right quick. Change that book. I looked through the book yesterday. Lots, isn't it, Barb? It's a cool book. Y'all, if you don't have this book, get this book, because like I said, every Monday, we're gonna work our way through this book. So today is the first day. Today is the first day. We're doing book block number 1, and that is the Amish bar. That is the Amish bar, guys. Need 13, not 13.5. Where did I get 13.5, Barb? I don't know where I got 13.5. I don't know where I got that. Who knows? Okay, there we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take these here. So I'm thinking, I think this will be the second block. So I have a checkered. I said I'll have 2 blocks that I'm going to be able to have in here. So I think this is going to be the white block on there. So I have a checkered, a polka dot, and a dark polka dot are my 3 strips. So those are my 3 strips that I have for my first block. Like I said, I'm going to do a few blocks today. Wow, I can't talk today, y'all. I can't talk today. So, okay. So here we go. So we're going to sew these 2 together. So and 1/4 inch seam, y'all. 1/4 inch seam on these. And I need a starter and a stopper here because these are some small pieces here. don't think I want black in there. I don't want black. Thinking. Let's just throw a cream in there. Miss Abby, I finished that series I was working on yesterday with the sewing. I'll have to show you once we get a block done. Okay. So 13-inch strip by 1.5. We're going to sew that 1/4-inch seam here. I don't sew very straight, y'all. Okay, so there's that one. So now I'm going to open that up. So then we have that open up. So now I'm going to add the other one here. Now I'm going to add the other one here. First block in this book, y'all. First block in this book. I'm interested to see. Interested to see how this turns out. Has anybody ever done this block? All right. Seems like a fairly easy block here. Fairly easy block. Okay, so now we'll go back over to the pressing mat. We're going to press to the dark. I don't sew straight at all. I keep trying. Barb, yeah, I don't know. You love the gingham. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Oh, I need my pressing mat back. Dude, no. I said no. Okay, so here we go. So now press to the dark. How do you press to the dark? Press to the dark. I think I have to press. Dude, stop. I hear you. I said I hear you. I hear you. Stop. He has found his bark. Tell me how to stop him doing that. Oh my gosh. He decided, he's like, oh, hey, I have a bark. This is cool. This is not cool. No. Stop. I'm going to you. Dude. Good morning. Yeah, good morning, Blazer. He says you haven't introduced me this morning. Okay, fine. Come back here. I use honey and lines for 1/4. I might have to try that, Marnie. I might have to try that. Come here. There. You want to say good morning? Say good morning. See, you can say good morning. See? You say good morning. Y'all, okay. So I created a whole theme. Okay, and just FYI, I created a whole theme on the Dory, but we couldn't do Dory, so I made Our Lady, Our Lady is pink, so we need to name her. Let me know what we want to name her, because I created a fish as a sewing theme, and I'll make them available to you guys. And then I also did a theme of him, a fun theme of him. So I created some images. I will make them available for you guys. So lots of fun. Lots of fun. Are we done barking? Huh? Are we done barking? Yes. Good morning, Blazer. Good morning, Blazer. Good morning, Blazer. Okay. Back to the block. We got to go back to the block. Here. There. Okay. So from there, okay, so it says, following the strip piecing method, sew the 3 strips together, then cut the strips set in half to make 2 smaller units. Okay. Now that we have them all pressed together, we will cut them in half. And I'm thinking what I'm going to do to cut them in half is I'm not even going to use that. I'm going to do boom, fold that in half. And I'm going to take my scissors, my handy dandy scissors, and go boop. Because that, put it right in half. So then I think what we'll do is we will sew that together right there. We will sew that together right there. Right? Am I right? I think that's right. Come back over here to the sewing machine. Come back to the sewing machine. Back over to the sewing machine. Block number 1, y'all. Block number 1. Okay. Is that 6.5 by 6.5? Okay, we're coming back this way. We're gonna press this, but I don't think. I'm gonna press that one open. I don't know, I can't help myself. I don't think that is 6.5 by 6. Did I do it wrong? What did I do wrong, guys? Because that is like, well, it's oddball, but what did I do wrong? Because it says the following standard piecing method: arrange these units with the white strips right, flip the right hand over, evenly trim down the whole block to a 6.5-inch square. If it's not the size already, block is complete. Okay. So it's saying it should be. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's like way off. Is y'all's block 6.5 inches? All right, Miss Lisa, thank you. Did y'all's block come out to 6.5 inches? That is 6.5. Maybe my stitching is way too big. Let's try this again. We're going to try this again. I'm not sewing right now. Okay, well, we're going to try it again. I'm going to do a smaller stitch. I am going to do a smaller stitch because, y'all, when you cut, did you see? I cut exactly as it said in the book. I cut exactly as it said in the book. So we're going to try it again. And I'm just going to do a smaller seam allowance here, y'all, because according to the book, it says seams to the darkest fabric. Okay, let's do this. So we're going to do a smaller seam. Ah, see, that's why I like, I think it's telling me my 1/4-inch seam is not a 1/4-inch seam. Where's the settings? I need to change this from millimeters to inches. It's on inches. Why is it showing millimeters? I don't like millimeters. I guess I won't do it. Okay. We're going to try this again. Because my fabric bunched. That's right. A lot of y'all told me that quilting is exactly 6.35 millimeters is quarter. Thank you. Thank you, Eliza. Okay, so let's do this. I want to turn my light on because I want to turn. Stop. So I'm going to turn my light on to, you said 6.35? All right. We're going to see if that works. See, this one's side. See, this one takes me out of my comfort zone. I'm like, yeah, sure. Anybody joining? We are creating the first quilt block in that book I have pinned there, guys. Every Monday, we're going to start doing these blocks. This is why I cut out a few of these, because, y'all, we want to make sure that we're go down here. And I may press the seams open. I might just press those seams open because, y'all. Okay, let's go try this again. Because I'm kind of curious to see, because I'm doing something wrong. I just don't know what I'm doing wrong this morning. Right, Nancy? Yes. The book is cool. The book is cool. It's got all kinds of... Okay. Yeah. I'm doing it this way. You know me, I like to do my own thing here. So we're going to press seams open. We're pressing the seams open. Because even if it makes it a little bigger, we can trim it out. I'm hoping it just gets to that 6.5 inches. Because the first one did not get to 6.5 inches. Dude, stop. Okay, I'm going to turn you over. Well, it already looks bigger than the other one did. So hopefully. So then we're going to fold it in half. Fold it in half. That one definitely is giving us the 6.5 inches. That one's definitely giving us the 6.5 inches. So then we get stitched that together. That's okay. That's definitely a lot bigger than the other one was. Definitely a lot bigger than the other one was. So I think I did something wrong. I wonder why they didn't have you cut the whole white as one piece. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess we could do it that way. We could totally do it that way. Dude, ow. So we're going to come back over here. We're going to stitch this. Watch out, dude. Watch out. Stay there. So we're going to stitch this one. Sure, I have it lined up here. Okay, fingers crossed, y'all. We have a 6.5 inch block. I didn't get the plexiglass cut, but that's okay. Oh, this looks better, guys. This looks better. This one, see, trial and error, y'all. Trial and error. Make sure you have a small seam, is all I got to say. Make sure you have a small seam, because if you don't have a small seam, you're not going to have a 6.5 inch block. So now what we need to do, press that out. Oh, that looks better. Look at the difference, guys. You see the difference? Hold on, let me move you here. Y'all see the difference in the two blocks that we just did? Same pieces of fabric. Newbie here. So how big is the seam now? So 1/4 inch seam now. It's a 1/4 inch seam now. So I think the one that I did originally was not a 1/4 inch seam. The beginning of the book gives you 2 ways to do the blocks in the book. I read a lot this weekend and being a beginner quilter. Nice, Pearl. Yeah, I think I may have to go. I may have to go. You're welcome. You're welcome. So, okay, so let's do this. Now we need to figure out a 6.5 inch block. I need a 6.5 inch block. I'm going to get, so I think I told you guys the other day, I'm going to go to my local hardware store and do a 6.5 inch block. So we're going to get this out here because we're going to create this because I'm pretty sure, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we're going to be able to get a 6.5 inch block. So we go over, of course, we want to make sure, of course, you know what? I may wait till I get my block, because what I'm going to do is to square it up. Hold on. That's 6 3/4. That's close. So what I'll do is I'm going to get a 6.5 inch plexiglass cut. Yes, lesson is use right size seam, right? Exactly, exactly. So what do you use to make your blocks? So this is plexiglass. This is plexiglass. Go to your local hardware store. If you go to your local hardware store and say, hey, you know, like this one right here, we were doing another block. I was like, hey, I need a 6 3/4 inch block. So they will cut you a 6. Thanks to Miss Renee. They'll cut you a piece of plexiglass. $2, y'all. It's not much at all. So, but all of our blocks that we're going to do for the next 100 weeks, every Monday, are 6.5 inches. So I'm going to go get a piece of plexiglass cut that is 6.5 inches. So I need a 6.5 inch block, and y'all, you don't want to have to pay like $40 or whatever. So $2. Go to the local hardware store, y'all. So, and what'll be nice is it'll be a 6.5 inch block. Then you take and center it, and it's clear. It's clear. So you'll be able to center it right there on your block and then trim around it at 6.5 inches. So isn't that the coolest thing? Is that not the coolest thing? Next one, right, Barb? I'm like, we're gonna be here for 100 weeks. I know. I didn't even think about it, Barb, because I'm like, okay, 100 weeks. Okay, yeah, sure. And then Miss Cynthia, she's like, you do realize that's more than a year, and I'm like, it is. Thank you guys for the heart me's. Thanks for the heart me. Okay, so like I said, I'm not gonna square mine up. I'm not gonna square it up. I'm gonna wait till I get that 6.5 inch plexiglass. So if I have time today, I may get it, but it may be tomorrow before I get it. So I will have it by next Monday, though. I'll have it by next Monday. Y'all, go to your local hardware store, and then you can write on it with a permanent marker, and then put your grippers, fabric grippers on the back side. Put fabric grippers on the back side here. We will be here. Well, thank you, Barb. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Okay, shall we do another one? I'm kind of liking it now that it's actually the right size. Let's do another one. So I have a blue. Let's see, 13 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, wait, I can do up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, we can do that. 13 inches, not 13 and a half. 13, not 13 and a half. Let's try this again. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm going to have to mark that because I can't remember. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. Right there. Okay. Right there. Okay. So there's 13. Trim off the edge on this one. And I'm just using jelly roll strips here, guys. Just jelly roll strips. And then we're going to take it this way and do 1.5. 1.5. 1.5. Okay. There's this one. There's that one. So now let's take this one. Here I go counting again. This way. I need to line that up there. Cutting 1.5 by 13, guys. 1.5 by 13. So you'll pretty much have the pattern. If you don't have the book yet, you'll have the 1.5 by 13 of 3 different strips. You need 3 different strips on there, guys. 3 different strips. And then make sure you do the right seam. Make sure you do the right seam there. And 1.5. Y'all see, I usually don't use these small pieces. That's like small. Okay. Where'd it go? I was like, where did it go? Okay, let's go do another one. So we'll go ahead and sew these together. So we have, I think that, yeah, we'll do that one as the dark one. That one is your next one. I almost want to put a different foot on here. I like to line it up with the edge of my foot. I like to line it up with the edge of my foot, but you almost want to do a bigger strip. That way you know you get the 6.5 inches, but just, you know, personal preference there. All right, so then we'll sew, and did I, what the heck? I think my bobbin. My bobbin came out for some reason. Okay, so now we'll add the other piece. So the polka dot and the blue. So let's add the other one here. And the other one. What do you guys think of this block? It's fairly easy. Fairly easy block. I like easy blocks. Easy blocks are good. See, these lessons are going to teach me something too, guys. It's going to teach me something too. Lesson and seeing what the difference in a stitch will do. It is, surgery is Friday, Barb. Surgery is Friday. Yeah, it looks cool. It does look cool. It does look cool. So I think I'm liking the blue too. I like the blue too. But you know what? I'm doing the same thing. I'm pressing the seams open. It says press to the dark. Y'all press however you want. Y'all press however you want. I'm a dark. I'm a seam opener. I like to open my seams. Just personal preference. Everybody has their own preference on how they iron. I just like to press open. I've been pressing open for years, so I blame my grandma. I blame my grandma on that one. That one, turn it over, give it a press, then we'll fold it in half and stitch it together. I think this one's going to be pretty. I think this one's going to be pretty, guys. It was good, Erin. It was good. Thank you for asking. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Anybody that was at the retreat, how'd y'all like the retreat? What was y'all's thought on it? We will be having another one in March. It's a one-day retreat. We'll be doing a quilting in the hoop. We're going to be doing quilting in the hoop, and we'll be doing, it'll be fun. It's going to be a fun day. And you'll actually have some finished products. Took a little longer to do the quilt than I thought. It took me quite a while too. So, but I know a few of y'all have sent me photos of your finished product. It's awesome. Very proud of all y'all. Very proud of all y'all. So it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Looking forward to next month. It was fantastic. I finished my quilt. Yeah. Yay, Miss Abby. Yay. Love the retreat, Miss Suze. Awesome. Awesome. So glad y'all enjoyed yourself. Thanks for the heart me. Thanks for the heart me. Okay, so I'm going to stitch this one. All of y'all that can sew straight, behooves to y'all, as I got to say, is behooves to you, because I can't sew straight to save my life. I can't even probably walk straight. I'd be in trouble if I ever got pulled over, be like, all right, to walk a straight line. Like, I had told me with the measurements, and he cut it down to 40 by 40. Should be finished by, oh, awesome, Miss Shannon. Awesome, awesome. Tell him I said thanks. Very cool. Press that one open. Now that you actually, oops, now that I actually do it the right size, it's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Get that one pressed. Okay, so we now have you tried the seam guide tape that you stick on your, I have not, Eliza. I have not tried that. I struggle with straight lines too. Is it, I don't even know if I've heard of that. We're gonna go, I'm gonna move it up that way. Okay, guys. So, like I said, anybody that's joining, we're doing the first. I've had a hard time with. We are doing the first block. Kilter has it in her show. I'll have to check it out, Tiffany. I'll have to check it out. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, so we have actually created 2 quilt blocks, guys. 2 quilt blocks, and like I said, this is the first one out of this book down here. First one out of the book, and we will be doing one every Monday, and we're going to go straight through the book. So I thought about doing different ones, but I'm like, you know what? No, that isn't going to work. You like the blue? You like the blue? The black and white, the blue. I have some purple. Shall we do another one? Y'all want to do another one? Because I think we could do another one. I think we could do another one. I need to drink coffee. Drink a coffee. Drink a coffee. Right? They're kind of cool, right? My camera's following me again. Ignore my hair. I did not do my hair today because I'm going to get it done. I have an appointment at 8 o'clock this morning to get my hair done. I'm excited. I'm excited. Finally getting the hair done. I think you should do another one. They seem to be easy and simple. All right, Miss Christy, we can do another one. We can do another one. We'll do another one. Tell you what, though. I'm going to show you the series I'm working on, because I'm doing a series of 4 different shadow boxes. Y'all want to see that before we do the next one? Or we want to do a next one? 724 in. Okay, I'll show you guys that first. Okay, see. So let me show you. I gave Miss Abby a sneak peek yesterday. She got a sneak peek of it yesterday. So let me change. My camera over here is following me. I need to make it not follow me. Hold on. because when my camera, thank you, Miss Tina. Thank you. When my camera follows me, it zooms in, and then I'm like, no, normal tracking. Okay, back to there. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I have a series of 4 of them here. So I'm going to show you all 4 of them. So, and like I said, they're going to be shadow boxes. These are going to be shadow boxes. So what I've done is I've taken and this is a sheet that I had. So, but as you see the quilting on here. So it's all stitched out, and it's going to go into a shadow box, but it's going to have a 3D effect. You ready for the 3D effect? I almost don't even want to show you. I want to wait, but I'm going to show you. So I stitched out some lovely butterflies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a 3D effect. It's going to have a butterfly on it. It's going to have a butterfly in the shadow box, guys. Just it's like I said, this is a series that I'm doing. So so this one is right. Is it not gorgeous? So this one's going to have a pink butterfly, I think. So I'm going to pick up the shadow boxes today. So here is this one. Here is this one. And then this one, I said this one, well, I'm thinking probably the pink butterfly on this one too. Because I've got 3 different butterflies. I'll show you the other ones here in a minute. Right? Is that not gorgeous? So we have the pink one that's going to go here. And then we have this one. I haven't decided where to put the butterfly on this one. And I'm thinking on this one, it's going to have the white butterfly. I'm thinking this one is going to have the white butterfly. Get it up there. I don't know. Maybe on his tail. We'll have to see on that one. So you really can't see exactly right, doesn't it? Well, thank you, Suze. Thank you. I'm thinking that once it gets into the shadow box, it's really gonna pop. Guys. Okay, so one more in the series. Like there's 4 in the series that I'm doing. So 4 in the series. This one, check this one out. So we had to do an Arizona theme. Thank you. So I had to do an Arizona theme one. So the Arizona theme one. So I went and stitched out. Check these guys out. I did green and pink and black. Green, pink, and black. And I'm thinking on this one, bring him down here. What do you think? So if I put him down here on that one, I don't know. Either that or I do 2. I could do 2 because I'm almost thinking, because I could do 2 butterflies and then maybe throw one up here. Do 2. I'm thinking maybe 2. Maybe 2 might work. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So they are freestanding lace butterflies. So yeah. And what we'll do is we're going to get that hot glue out, because what you'll do is on the hot glue, you have them like this, and then you add the hot glue to the back side, and it makes them stand. Hold on, let me show you. So you see how I have hot glue on the back of this one? But look what it does. It makes it stay that way. See the hot glue on the back? Makes it stay that way. So I'll probably do the same thing on the back of these. That way it stays like, like it's flying. So these will get added to there. So what I'll do is I'll mount them. I'll get them all mounted into the shadow boxes. And then we'll add the 3D effect. Good morning, Miss Jennifer. Good morning. Where is the horse from? My daughter-in-law in Arizona has a horse. Marty. Very cool. So the horse is Anita Good Design. So, okay. All right. Killing us. Okay. What do y'all think? And I'm going to see what shadow boxes. I'm going to do 12-inch shadow boxes. 12-inch shadow boxes, because these are all 10 inches. So this, like I said, this is a series. This is a series, and I'm gonna offer it as a series or individual. So we'll see which one. We'll see which one. So once I get it all, takes a little bit to get them made, but should have it made fairly quickly now that they're all stitched. Just takes a while to get them all stitched. So thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. So we have two, Miss Susie, I'll add you onto the FB group as soon as we're done. I see your request. So we will do another block. So we'll do another block. Anybody that's just joined, we are working on the very first quilt block. Good morning. Good morning. We are working the very first quilt block in this book. We're going to actually work our way all the way through this book every Monday. Every Monday, we're going to do a block. So we've done block number 1 today. We have done block number 1, which is the Irish bark. So we're going to do 2 more for a minute to make it. Oh, you are very welcome. You are very welcome. So we're going to do, so we've done Irish bar. So that is today's block. Every Monday, guys, every Monday. If you haven't gotten your book, go grab the book down below. Did you quilt those in the hoop? Jeanette, yes, they are all done in the hoop. So they are all done in the hoop. Okay. So we've got 2 blocks done. We've got a blue theme one and then a black and white theme one. So let's do one more. Let's do one. I've got some purple over here. I'm thinking we need to do a purple one. So these are kind of fun, fairly easy. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. The stitching takes the time. Yeah, it does, Barb. It takes time to stitch those out. And your machine sometimes yells at you. I broke 3 needles stitching those. So yeah, fun. Hold on. I need to see what are you doing? Get down from there. Get down. Come on, get down. He's like, no, I don't want to get down. I don't want to get down. Purple is your favorite color. Okay. Well, you're going to like these. So yeah, I see right here. So we have this purple that we're going to use. I already pressed that one. So stop. I said no bark. No bark. Hold on a minute, guys. No bark. Please stop. No bark. Sit. No, sit. There. Go play with that. Okay. So then the other one we're going to do is this block, this strip. Yeah, as it gets thicker, and I was having problem with my thread. I'm like, what the heck? No. Turn my iron back on. And Jeanette, I'm going to see what fabric I can find to go along with your butterflies today. Orange. See what fabric I can find. So that one, I think that's 13 inches. I hope that's 13 inches. And then this is the other purple we're going to do. Like I said, we're doing the first block out of this book that we have pinned here. We're going to do it every Monday. Every Monday, we're going to be in here doing the next block. So this week is number 1. This is the first week in this book. So first week in the book. Let's grab. Yeah. I'm hoping that one is not 13 inches. Well, we're only going to get 1 block out of this one. That's okay. That is okay. So I can't mess up on this one, guys. I can't mess up on this one. So that's what happens is like, okay, I'm glad I waited till the last to do this one because I only have enough for one block. Enough for one block here. So we're cutting 13 inches by 1.5. 13 by 1.5. So go this way. This one's going to be pretty. I wish I had more of this fabric. I got it as a fat quarter. And I think it was a fat quarter I got on it. It was some pretty fabric. Okay, so there's my 1.5 inch by 13 on this one. 1.5 by 13. Then we're going to take this one. I think we're just going to cut one here. We're only going to cut one. $13. And we have 1.5. 1.5. Yeah, I see you. Hold on. Okay, there's the stripes. There's a fabric line that goes with. Is there really? I did not know there's a fabric line that goes with the book. Dude, stop. Dude, I hear you. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay. There is the other one. There is the other one, guys. Okay. So, hold on one moment. Dude, stop. Seriously. No. He's in a mood today, guys. He is in a mood. Are you making 3 of each block? So yeah, I'm going to try and at least do 3 of each block. I'm going to, that way I have all 3 of them going there. So I'm going to try to make 3 of each block. Hopefully. Okay. So I'm almost thinking I want the fun in the middle. Thinking I'm going to do that fun one in the middle, guys. So I'm going to do star on the outside. Star on the outside. And y'all, make sure you do a 1/4 inch seam is all I got to say. Make sure you do that 1/4 inch seam. So if you don't do the 1/4 inch seam, as we found out earlier, it does not stitch out very well. Well, it doesn't lay out. It ends up being too small. Ends up being way too small. Line your block up there. And all the blocks in the book are 6.5-inch blocks. So I'm going to get a piece of plexiglass from your local hardware store. Just go in there and say, hey, I need a 6.5-inch piece of plexiglass. They will trim it for you. And that's what your quilt blocks, that's what your rulers are, is made out of plexiglass. So $2, y'all. That's what the last one was $2. So oh. Then you just draw your own lines. I mean, you really don't need lines for the 6.5-inch. So I'm going to have to go look at Off Kilter, her showcase, and see, because. Good morning. How's Miss Nikki this morning? How is Miss Nikki? Okay, so I'm going to, it says press to the dark, but I'm pressing open. So like I said, that's just my personal preference. Everybody presses however they want to press, but I like to do this way. So anybody that is just joining, we are doing that first quilt block in that book I have pinned. That first quilt block that I have, that book that I have pinned, and every Monday we're going to work our way through that. 100 blocks, y'all. 100 weeks, y'all. Y'all going to get sick of me in 100 weeks? Y'all might get sick of me. I don't know. Like, oh my gosh, it's Carrie again. Okay, let's see. Open up that one. Open up that one. I think this might be my favorite block today. I think this might be my favorite one. Of course, I love purple too. Purple is my favorite color, y'all. Okay, so we're going to fold it in half. And I'm sure you're not supposed to do it this way. They probably tell you, well, measure exactly. And yeah, that's why we have that, that ruler that we're going to have. Okay. So now we're going to line it up and we're going to stitch those. I'm getting excited. I'm excited. Okay. Yep. This is a fun block. This one's fun. I don't think you'll get tired of them since you do a different one each week. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Be like, okay, Carrie, what are we doing this week? Okay, Carrie, what are we doing this week? I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. Like I said, as y'all see, having it over 900 weeks. You're funny, Abby. Have we known each other for 900 weeks? That's a long time. Abby and I have known each other for, it seems like forever. You're like a sister. We adopted each other. We adopted each other. I think the first time I met you is Chuck had brought me to the apartment to fix a computer problem or something. I think it was what it was. I believe. I don't know. Yep, this is my favorite one. This is my favorite one. Ooh, look at that, guys. Y'all, it's all in what fabric you do. Literally all in what fabric you do. How cool is that? Because we have this one. Love you some purple, right? Then we have the blue one. Then we have... Hold on. Somebody's calling in sick. Where did my phone go? Where did my other phone go? This is what happens. Somewhere. Somebody's calling it. Oh, wrong phone, Cynthia. I'm looking for my work phone, but thank you. Hold on, guys. Thank you, Cynthia. I found it. I found it. Okay. Oh, I gotta put it. Hold on. I gotta put it on the calendar. That way everybody knows. Stop, dude. Okay. There. It's on the calendar. Okay. So let's look. Let's look at these. Really? Stop. Look, you have all those toys. Go play. I think he's finally, oh man, my hair. He's finally comfortable. I think he's finally comfortable, guys. Okay. Now that I made a mess, where's my blocks? Where's my blocks? Here's my blocks. Okay. So which one do you think, guys? Purple. Purple. I sent you a DM of, okay, thank you, Eliza. Thank you. So we have purple. I think I like the purple. I don't know. I like all of them. We have the black and white. The black and white. And then we have the blues. They're all, I don't know. They're all just pretty. They're all pretty, guys. All pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Right? I think they're cool. I think anybody else sewing those on this morning? Anybody else sewing those this morning? And Miss Nikki, that is, oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Miss Nikki, 13-inch, they're like, hey, you're fast. You already got it on the calendar. That's what I'm here for. I'm quick. So yeah, so let's do this. I have an idea. Y'all want to see the images I created? Y'all want to see the fun images I created? I'm trying to think of something I can do for, not yet, just in mind. I'm watching from bed. Well, do me a favor, Eliza. Relax with me. Relax with me. All right, so let me show you the images, because you know how we were talking about Dory? We needed to do a Dory quilt or something. We're going to have to name her, though. We're going to have to name her. Let me see if I can find, I'm hoping they synced. I'm hoping they synced over to my computer. Yay, they did. Okay. So let's start. We're going to start up top here, guys. I'm going to go boom. Okay. You guys ready for this? These are, they're so stinking cute that, okay, stop doing that. Sorry, I need to stop raising my hand. Okay. So I'm going to turn you guys this way. Turn you guys this way. I'm going to zoom in. Stop doing that. Okay, so there's that one. So I'm going to zoom you guys in too so you can see. Okay, so what I did is, but we got to name her, guys. We got to name her. Okay, because we can't have Dory because then we'll get in trouble with copyright thing. So we have that one, this one. I mean, they're just, I couldn't help myself. I'm like, okay, she's got to be like a pink and purple. So she's, this is just hilarious, guys. These are hilarious, but I kept going on these. And like I said, I have a whole series of her. Stop, dude. And then they added glasses to her. Aren't these cute? Are these not cute? So like I said, I will make the series available. Then she's cutting fabric. I know that's not me, but I know a few of y'all make clothes, so I had to make that one on there. So yes, it's cool. Oh, that one. Then she's measuring. And then I decided, let me add her. So I'm adding her to me. So these are just awesome. These are just awesome. So they're just too much fun. Like I said, I'm going to get them printed on these. So not sure if you guys want the ones with me in it too. You know, because it could be anybody. It could literally be anybody. It's fun though. Super fun. Rosie Tang or Pinky Latang. Ooh, I like Pinky Latang. That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Y'all, write these down. Hold on. I gotta write this down because we gotta name her. We gotta name her. Because this is our own little thing, guys. This is our own little thing for us group here. So you said, let's see. I like the ones, Rosie Tang or, okay, so let me write this down because we'll have to choose Rosie Tang and then Pinky Latang. Anybody else have some ideas? Pinky D. Pinky D. I like that one too. Okay, so let's keep going. He said, gotta have coffee, right? We gotta have coffee. Right? And then you gotta add a grandkid in there. You gotta add a grandkid in there. And then, of course, you know, we won first place at the show. You know, hey, we got to have those. And then we're teaching. We're teaching a class. You like Rosie. Rosie is cute. Yeah, I kind of like Rosie too. Let me add Rosie. Rosie is kind of cool. Ferrie, Ferrie. Okay. We're writing all these down here. Turn that off. Maybe that'll. And we're packaging up quilts, sending them out. Okay, then where's my Oh, Miss Abby did hers too. Hold on, I'll have to show you. So, look, I'm showing yours off, Abby. Ha ha. Right? And then look who we added in. Look who we added in. Miss Tang, kind of like Miss Thing. Miss Tang is cool. I like Miss Tang. I went and did a whole thing on here, right? I went and did a whole thing on. Oh, sorry. So this is Miss Abby's husband and I'm assuming grandbaby, Miss Abby. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Anyways, so y'all, we're teaching. We're teaching a class. Teaching a class. Did he like that one too, Miss Abby? Quilting class? Is this not fun, guys? And look, I went and did a whole series on him. So he's teaching class. So like I said, I will make these available for images. Is that not cute? He's become our what do you call it? Zoe Tang. Zoe Tang is cute. Zoe Tang is cool too. Zoe Tang. I just kept having fun. I couldn't help myself. So it's like, these are just too much fun. Halloween. That means we're going to have to do something for Halloween with that. We'll have to do something with Halloween with that one. Christmas. I see mug rugs in the future. I love this one. I love the butterflies. Jeanette, check this out. I love the butterflies. That one's just, oh my gosh. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. The zoo. We're at the zoo. Oh. Oh, now there's those. I was sharing those with Abby yesterday. So fun, 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 fun. But had to share. Okay. So now let's pick that name. I'm going to unzoom you guys. Unzoom. Okay. There we go. So what do we think, guys? So we had, let's look at our names here. Look at the name. We got to name her. We have to name her. So, because she's ours. You know, you guys helped me come up with the ideas. So, and then I just went wild with it. So, we have Rosie Tang. We have Pinky La Tang. Pinky D. Rosie. Fairy. Miss Tang. Zoe Tang. I'm seeing Tang as a popular thing here, guys. How about, and Rosie is popular. Rosie Tang. How about Rosie Tang? Do we like Rosie Tang? You guys got some more ideas? We have to name her. We have to name her, guys. Tang is the type of fish. Ooh, okay. I kind of like Rosie. I kind of like Rosie. Rosie. I think I'm thinking Rosie too. Rosie would be, you know, it'd be cool is to do Rosie and with the dot on the eye, make a little heart on it. Totally Rosie. Okay, her name is Rosie. That's it. Her name is Rosie. Her name is Rosie. Rosie is the winner. Rosie is the winner. That is so cool. And her motto is just keep sewing. Just keep there. That is good. Okay. Okay. I'm going to come up with something. Make the dot on the eye a but. Ooh, that's okay. Dot on eye butterfly. Dot on eye butterfly. Okay. I can do that. I will show you guys tomorrow. I will show you guys tomorrow. How fun is this? We just created a fun thing. We just created a fun thing. How cool. How cool is this? This is going to be fun. And now, and Blazer is the mascot, right? He is mascot. That was the word I was trying to think about. That was the word I was trying to think of is mascot. Mascot, mascot. So very cool. Oh, that was too much fun. That was too much fun. Rosie. We now have Rosie. We have Rosie. I'm excited. I may have to make a shirt of Rosie. I may have to do a shirt of Rosie. I may have to find a shirt. Oh, thank you, Bev. Thank you, Bev. I appreciate that. So, like I said, I'll make them available for you guys if you want to go out and get them. And it won't be that much, a few dollars. So I'll put them on my thing, and then that way you can download them, and then you can get them printed. You can whatever you know. We all need to have a shirt of Rosie, right, Irie? We all need we all need Rosie shirts. Y'all, I love this group. I love this group. It's too much fun. We may have to start maybe for the retreats. Maybe for the retreats, we'll have to wear our Rosie shirt. We'll have to wear the Rosie shirt on our retreats, right? That'll be fun. That'll be fun. I'll create the thing. I'll create the thing. So I'll have Rosie up top, and then we'll have her in the middle of it. I'll choose one of them, and then on the bottom it'll just say, "Just keep sewing. Just keep sewing." So we'll have fun. Right, Irie? Yeah, we'll have to do that. We'll have to do that. Rosie, y'all, I love Rosie. She's become our theme. That's it. That is it. Chickadee Treasures is now Rosie. We are now going to have fun as Rosie as our second mascot. She'll be our second mascot because I'm making sure he's not chewing on something he shouldn't chew. Okay. He's okay. He's okay. That was fun. That is going to be fun. That one is going to be fun. So, but, and then I still have this one I'm doing. I still have this one I'm doing, but he is getting a white butterfly. He's going to have a white butterfly. So he's going to have a white butterfly in the corner. So like I said, I'm getting shadow boxes today. I have all these shadow box things that we're building. So I have that one that we're going to be doing. So yeah. He's going to be fun. I need to get something that's going to pick him up off the thing. So going to be fun on that one. Going to be fun. Going to be fun. Fun. And I also have, I've been stitching, guys. I've been stitching. So we have the little white flowers too. The little white flowers. Get you a zoom on that one. So I have white flowers. I've got pink flowers. I've been stitching all kinds. Like I said, I've been working on this one for a while. So we're going to see. I don't know. I'm kind of liking the different colors. Kind of liking, give me a different colors to do, guys. Give me a couple colors mixture that you think of that would be good. I'm almost thinking orange, like an orange and maybe brown. I don't know. Give me some ideas because then I can stitch out some more. Yeah, I'm thinking orange and brown. I'm thinking orange and brown for one. Orange and turquoise. Ooh, okay. We can do orange and turquoise. I'm just going to create a butterfly one. I got about 10 minutes because I got to hop off at 6:15 today, guys, because I got to get out the door because I got to have to drive through the valley. I hate driving in the city. So, oh, you were correcting yourself. How about orange and yellow? Okay, so we said, did we say orange and turquoise? Hold on. Orange, turquoise. Y'all are going too fast. Orange, turquoise, orange, and yellow. And then brown and pink. I like brown and pink. I like the brown and pink. Okay. Okay, keep going, guys. 4:30 a.m., Miss Tina. 4:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Purple and marigold. Is marigold yellow? Purple and marigold. My lives are at 4:30 a.m. Mustard. Okay. I think butterflies are yellow, orange, and blue. Okay. We can do those three. Yellow, orange, and blue. Because I can combine some colors too. You're very welcome, Miss Tina. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Lavender and purple. Lavender and purple. Lavender is like a lighter purple, right? Turquoise and brown. Ooh, I like that one, Ari. I like that one. Purple and turquoise. Okay. Purple, turquoise. Variegated. Ooh, Abby. What color of variegated? Which color of variegated? Because variegated be cool. Variegated be cool. Just do a total variegated one. Oh, okay. All right. We'll do a variegated one too. So we have orange and turquoise, orange and yellow, brown and pink, purple and marigold, yellow, orange and blue, lavender and purple, purple and turquoise, and variegated. Gray, white, and variegated. Ooh, that might be pretty. Okay. Gray, white, and variegated. Okay. Fun. That would be cool. Okay, very cool. Again, so today we did, let's go over the block we did today. So today we did that first block. We did the first block out of this book. Again, every Monday, y'all. Every Monday we're going to do a block. And we started with block 1 today. We started with block 1 today. And the block 1 was the, go back in here, the Amish bar. Next Monday will be the rail fence. Next Monday will be that rail fence, which I've done the rail fence. I have done the rail fence before. And that one's kind of fun. Kind of like the one we did today with the strips that you sew together. And I'm wondering if it's the same size strips. Cut 2 1.5 by 7, 2 1.5 by 7. Okay. So yeah, they're 1.5. 1.5. So I like bigger strips, but that's okay. Well, that's okay. We can do those. So next Monday, we will be doing the block number 2. Block number 2. If you haven't got your book, get your book, guys. Like I said, I think they said they had like 30 some available. So, but we'll just keep working our way through. We'll keep working our way through the books. So this is only week 1. I can't believe 100 weeks. We're going to go 100 weeks, y'all. I'm being, what do you call it? Positive thinking. You got the book ordered. All right, Miss Tina. Yay! Exciting. So, like I said, every Monday we will be doing a block, and we started with 1. We're going to work our way through. We're going to work our way through all the way through 100 blocks. So, and yeah, we started this morning with the quilt blocks. So we did and the first one didn't turn out very well. But I don't know what I did with it. I threw it somewhere. Here it is. So this is what happened. So As y'all, I am not perfect. I am not perfect. So my first one, y'all, this is what happens when you sew the wrong size seam. That's what happens when you sew the wrong size seam. So this is the first one we did. Optimistic. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you. All right, coolness. Glad you ordered the book. Yes, get your book ordered, guys, because this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Okay, so we have the black and white one we did. Then we did the blue one. Then we did the blue one. And then I think everybody's favorite. This is my favorite. I like the black or the purple. I don't know. I like all of them. What is the fabric requirement? Miss Tina, so the first block is 1.5 by 13. 1.5 by 13. And all my replays are over on YT, Miss Tina. All my replays are over on YT because I'm live on both platforms at the same time. So if you want to check there, you can check it there too. So, but this one was 1.5 by 13 inch on 3 different strips. 3 different strips. And more or less what you did is you sewed the 3 strips together, folded it in half, cut it in half, and then sewed that together. So kind of fairly easy block. And then what I'm going to do, and y'all, go to your local hardware store. Go to your local hardware store because all of the blocks in the book that we're going to be doing is 6.5 inch. This is going to be our easiest way to square up our blocks. This is going to be our easiest way to square up those blocks is go to your local hardware store and say, I need a 6.5 inch plexiglass. 6.5 inch plexiglass. And y'all, when you get your plexiglass, it's going to have a film on the front and the back. Pull that film off. The nice thing is when you square up your block, you're going to be able to see right through. So that way you can center it right there in the middle of that block. So this is 6 3/4 inches. So it's a little bigger. So, but I'm going to get that 6.5 inch. I need the 6.5 inch. So I'm going to get that. And then it's like $2. So it's y'all, it's a great way. And it's a ruler. It's literally, so look, they're exact same thing. They're rulers, but heck of a lot. I don't know. I like doing it this way. I like doing it this way because you don't have to pay an arm and a leg. You don't have to pay an arm and a leg. So anyways, so 6.5 inch, 6.5 local hardware store, Ace Hardware, Home Depot. I may check Home Depot today and see about getting one done there. So I don't know. A lot of times they're like, well, you got to buy a whole sheet. Well, just get some different size blocks because I think a whole sheet is like, I don't know, $10, something like that. So you can get a lot of squares, created. So you have a good day too. You have a good day. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. So, all right, guys. Thank you, Miss Shirley. Thank you. Anybody, like I said, anybody that has not gotten the book, get your book ordered. We'll do another block next Monday. Tomorrow we are doing a dish mat. We're going to do a dish drying mat. So we'll actually sandwich it together. We're going to actually quilt. I'm going to quilt the heck out of that thing. We're going to do some quilting on that in the hoop. We're going to quilt it in the hoop, guys. And then once we get it all quilted, we'll bind it. And then we'll have a dish mat. I'll see if I can measure. I'm going to measure my own because I need a bigger one for my area. So go measure what size of counter you have or wherever. And that's the size that you can make because there's no requirements as to what size it is. It's all whatever you need. So I'm going to measure my counter to see how big I need because I have a certain area here in the fifth wheel that I dry my because I don't have a dishwasher. I am the dishwasher. So that's what we'll be making tomorrow. So super excited. So thank you again for joining. I appreciate it. We'll continue on fun. What type of fabrics, Jeanette? So you'll need, I would say flannel is a good choice. Flannel is a good choice because it's going to suck in the moisture. So I'm going to use flannel and then your batting. So you'll need flannel and batting. So, or you can use cotton, whichever one you want. Me too. I am the dishwasher, right, Dolly? You know, we're dishwashers. We are the dishwashers. So, but yeah, you can use whatever fabric you want. I mean, shoot, you could use a towel. You could use a hand towel. So you have a marvelous day too, Miss Pearl. You have a marvelous day too. So, all right. I got to let y'all go. I got to let you go. I got to like I said, I got to get to the valley. So I got to get my stuff and trash out and dogs set up and head out the door. So y'all have a wonderful day. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Like I said, we are doing a dish drying mat tomorrow. So, and we're going to have some fun. Thank you again. And thanks for hanging out with block number 1. We got block 1 done, guys. Block 1 is done. We will go to block 2 next week. Have a good one. Thanks, guys.